Good afternoon. Welcome to the Urban Renewal meeting. I have a call to order here. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Dennehy. Commissioner Grantham.
Here.
Hamrick.
Here.
Maloney.
Here.
Reeser.
Here.
Schmisher.
Here.
Stein.
Here.
Tracy.
Here.
Troutman.
Here.
Worthington.
Here.
Chairman Payne.
Here. If you please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I ask if there's any citizens that would request to speak to the Urban Renewal Authority that's not on the agenda. Not seeing any, we'll move on to the consent agenda. We have two items: approval of minutes of June 3rd, 2024 meeting, and then the cash disbursements from 6/6/2024 to 8/7/2024. Ryan, do you have that? Or, you know, it has been so long since I've sat in this chair.
That's all right, sir.
You have to give me a minute.
You've entered both items, or described both items. Staff would recommend passing on.
Okay. Entertain a motion for consent agenda.
Chairman Payne, I move that we approve the consent agenda as written.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Grantham.
Aye.
Hamrick.
Aye.
Maloney.
Aye.
Reeser.
Aye.
Schmisher.
Aye.
Stein.
Aye.
Tracy.
Aye.
Troutman.
Aye.
Worthington.
Aye.
Chairman Payne.
Aye. Thank you very much. Move on to financial report. Ask the treasurer for a report.
All righty. So June, our beginning balance was $1,280,344.44. We had the loan repayment to the city, $5,421.62, and the quarterly admin fees to the city, $9,638.69 for June ending, $1,265,284.13. In July, we also had the loan repayment to the city of $5,421.62, and we had a TIF payment to Pharisee, $43,561.92, for an ending balance in July of $1,216,300.59.
Thank you very much. Any questions for the treasurer? Thank you very much. Move on. Executive Director's report. Ryan, you're up.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We don't have any new projects. We continue to see progress with the 4 Mile Ranch development. They have been in discussions with our the city's planning department about updating their planned development district, and we do anticipate that they will be looking for some potential urban renewal, creation of a new urban renewal boundary, but we don't have any applications at this point. So I don't have any updates on the Abbey, and as of right now, we don't have any other pending applications for urban renewal projects other than what you have later in the discussion. Happy to take any questions.
Any questions for the Executive Director? Commissioner Schmisher has a perplexed look.
I was wondering if you would like to update us on pending facade grants at this time or during the second request this evening?
We can talk about it during the second request. We do have an application for the combat zone for a facade improvement grant. Those are approved administratively, so we do have those in hand, and don't foresee any reason why it would not be approved at this point.
Thank you.
Okay, Anything else? Commissioner Grantham?
Just real quick, Ryan, I can't remember if it was the June meeting or prior to that, that we had talked about the disbursements from the treasurer, from the county, and how much each of the entities received back via agreement, and
Yep.
trying to get some of that information compiled for the commission, just so that we know what's coming from where and what's going back, you know.
Yeah, and I apologize. Rick had sent me an email before he left on vacation, and I can forward that out via email to everybody if that's okay.
Yeah, no apology necessary. I also didn't call you anytime in the last 2 months about the very same thing, so, anyway.
But yes, we have the breakdown. I think all of the agreements came to the board as well, so, we've distilled that down so you don't have to go through the legalese.
Right. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay, anything else? Move on to item A.
Yes, sir. We have a grant request from Three Rocks Engineering located at 432 Main Street. They are looking for a life safety grant request for the amount of $11,792.78. They're going to be making improvements to their doors, going from more of a residential type door to a commercial door with security locks and hardware. And we do have Alex Ewers from Three Rocks Engineering here if there are any specific questions for regarding this grant. I mentioned the security, the exterior doors, door demo and installation. So those are all part of the request. Staff has reached out to all of our partners. It has been reviewed by the referral partners. There are no questions or concerns, and we would recommend approval of the grant request.
Okay, anybody have any questions on this grant application?
Could I ask a question? Is there a sprinkler system involved in this, or is just access and egress?
This is just access and egress. There is no sprinkler system request for this grant.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, that's it. Yeah.
Commissioner Schmischer.
Thank you, Chairman Payne. I have a question for Mr. Ewers. I'm curious about the alarm system. Is that something that, were you to ever leave the building for larger premises within Canyon City, is that an alarm system that a future tenant or a future owner could use?
Absolutely. Great question. Thank you very much. So that alarm system, we currently have an alarm system on the building that, if somebody breaks in or anything, then we get a call and then they ask, hey, do you want us to call the police or not? And we get alerted right away. This system that we're doing right here would attach to the door, so that way we're doing a larger expansion to allow for more employees at this location. And so we're going from 3 doors to 5 doors. When you have 5 doors and 30 or 20 employees in this office, then it's hard to get everybody at the end of the day. You're the last person, you got to lock up all the doors, that kind of thing. So these new doors do 3 things. One, it allows for the security to be integrated in with the doors. Number 2, it allows for the push bars, so that way, if there's a panic or whatever, the safety bars can be pushed and so they swing out. The third part is they're all currently swinging in, and really after we put in this application, we were working more with our local architect, Lester Lamone, and he started going through the egress issues we have with our building. We had no outward swinging doors. Putting in these commercial doors allows us to have outward swinging doors that meet our egress requirements.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
I have 2 just little things in the letter itself. I think that the date needs to be today's date, and then I think that 2 of the line items have been switched to where they would need to be flipped so that the amounts are correct.
Yeah, and we can correct those before it goes out. Those are typographical. Yep.
Great, thank you.
Anybody else have anything? Okay. Anything else to add, Ryan, on this?
No, sir.
Okay. We'll entertain a motion.
I've never sat on this side, so I'm not used to that either. I would make a motion that we approve this request for the life safety apparatus in their building at Three Rocks Engineering.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion on this matter? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Grantham?
Aye.
Hamrick?
Aye.
Maloney?
Aye.
Reeser?
Aye.
Schmisher?
Aye.
Stein?
Aye.
Tracy?
Aye.
Troutman?
Aye.
Worthington?
Aye.
Chairman Payne?
Aye. All right, thank you very much. Move on to item B, Building Systems Grant Application for 309, 313 Main Street.
Thank you again, Mr. Chairman. The owner, Christy Rowland of 303 through 313 Main Street, is looking for a building systems grant to assist with updating the building. They have some very large windows that are not energy efficient. They're coupling this with a facade improvement grant, which was mentioned earlier, to improve the exterior of the building as well. The request for this grant is $25,000, and the building owner has submitted a supplemental letter in there explaining the request for the facade improvement grant as well. As I mentioned during the executive director report, I don't foresee any reason why that grant won't be approved. They had originally applied for 3 storefronts. However, there are only technically 2 storefronts, so their facade improvement request will be a little bit smaller than what they had originally requested, but other than that, there are no concerns. And they are looking at using McCaslin glass for the window replacement and DWR construction for installation. We have also sent this out to our referral partners. We have not received any concerns back, and staff would recommend approving the building systems grant for $25,000.
So the 25,000, that is our maximum, that's correct?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. Anybody have any questions? Commissioner Schmisher.
Thank you. Could you remind me what our balance is in the building systems grant budget line item at this point?
Don't know that I can tell you that off the top of my head right now. Yeah, I'd have to get back to you on that.
Okay, no
But
worries.
we do have funding available for this.
Okay.
I did have a question. I read through this, and then I read through it again, and it's upgrading or replacing commercial electric, oil, and gas. Am I reading into this that would also be done as well with the overall expense, most of which is going to be accrued by the current owner? Do you see that in the paragraph? It says upgrading. So she's asking for a supplement of $25,000, which is the max.
Mm-hmm.
But it also would mean that someone is giving up paying a larger portion, and some of that is not just for sod, it is for, according to this, HVAC as well. Are we mixing this up, or am I mixing it up? It's going to occur.
I think when Rick input the memo, he inputs everything that the grant could be used for, which is HVAC and everything that's listed there. Those are not necessarily the things that they're asking for.
Okay.
He was listing eligible expenses or eligible projects.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Clear as mud?
Well, no, I understand that there will be more. This is, 25,000 is not going to take care of everything, but it is a possibility that with that, so we're accomplishing our goal, which is to renovate and keep the older buildings usable in this day and age. And so that's the basics, that's the seed that helps this occur.
Correct. And
Okay.
as I stated, those are the HVAC and everything that you listed, those are eligible expenses.
Okay.
That's not necessarily part of this project.
Okay, thank you.
There you go.
And Ryan, is there a separate facade grants? That's not part of what we're talking about tonight.
There are separate facade grants. Those are approved administratively, so they don't come before the board.
Okay. Commissioner Schmischer.
Thank you, Chairman Payne. I just wanted to recognize that Ms. Rowland is in the audience in case she wanted to say anything about the proposal. Did you have anything you wanted to say? I don't have any specific questions. I'm really excited about the photos in particular. It's clear that these windows need to be replaced and that it will be a significant enhancement to Main Street.
Thank you. No, I was just here to answer questions if you had any.
Okay. Anybody else got any questions? We good? Entertain a motion.
Your Honor, or no, Chairman, I'm sorry. I would make a motion that we approve this request for a $25,000 grant for the, be part and parcel of renovating the building at 309 through 313 Main Street, Canyon City, Colorado.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? You better take advantage of being able to do these motions.
I will take advantage of you
Yeah.
every time I can.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Grantham.
Aye.
Hamrick.
Hi.
Maloney.
Aye.
Reeser.
Aye.
Smisher.
Aye.
Stein.
Aye.
Tracy.
Aye.
Troutman.
Aye.
Worthington.
Aye.
Chairman Payne.
Aye. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Christie.
Thank you.
Okay, Brian, you got anything else?
No, sir.
No further business coming before this board. We are adjourned.